Hey, another quick coffee with Brent. So I was reading in First Kings somewhere this morning. It's a story about. All right, first of all, let me give you background. So when Israel split into a northern kingdom and southern kingdom, the northern kingdom, Israel, went really, really bad. I mean, so bad, just awful. As I'm reading through, the narrative, I'm thinking, man, these guys they're lost. They're never coming back. It's just horrible what they're doing. And right in the midst of this shows up Elijah, whose name was probably pronounced Eliah. But Elijah's like one of the most famous prophets in the history of Israel. And he's there to call them back. It's like when I expected God to be done with Israel, he's sending somebody really important to call Israel back, to call them to repentance and turn from their wickedness. But then on a personal level for Elijah, who's involved in this ministry, he's living with this widow. It's a single mom, and in the midst of this poor woman's son dies, and you can tell it totally rocks Elijah's world. He didn't expect that was going to happen, and so he takes the child and he prays and he's like, God, are you going to bring this calamity on this woman? He didn't know what was going to happen, and he prayed and asked God to bring the child back to life. But he didn't just do that once; he did it again, and then he did it again, and finally the Lord did bring the child back to life. And what it tells me is we got to be persistent. God doesn't give up on us. So we can't give up on expecting God to do great things. So that's my word for today is just don't give up. I hope that blesses somebody.